It is magic time. Let's bring in our Fox News political insiders. John loves it when I say that. John LeBoutelier, former Republican congressman for New York. Pat Caddell joining us via satellite tonight, a former pollster for President Jimmy Carter and Fox News contributor. And Doug Schoen, former pollster for President Bill Clinton and a Fox News contributor as well. Doug, I'm going to start with you. We are now with two presumptive nominees, Clinton and Trump, rolling our way toward the general election. So I want to get your thoughts on how it shapes up. Irrespective of the polling and what people say, but just experience-wise what you see.
Here's what we have. Hillary Clinton begins with a slight 5 to 10 point lead over Donald Trump. She has a clear advantage in the Electoral College based on electoral history. There's, of course, a but. Donald Trump has the ability to potentially expand the map, go into states in the Midwest like Wisconsin, Michigan, Pennsylvania, Ohio, to bring in working-class whites, get new registrants, get Democrats to cross over. This election will be, can Trump make this about Hillary? Can Hillary make this about Trump? So far, advantage Clinton.
Your head is shaking so hard, John.
Well, I do agree with 98% of what Doug said. But
2%?
The last thing was, I slightly disagree. I think Hillary's job is to make Trump the issue in the campaign. And if she does that, Trump will lose the campaign. Trump's job is not to make Hillary the issue. It's a bigger issue. And this is what is going to be the key to this thing. Can he make this a referendum on this question? Do you, America, believe that our economic system is rigged? That it's rigged, Pat.
Pat's talking. Say that one more time, John.
Do you believe that the economic system in this country is rigged? That the powerful people, Congress, Wall Street, even the media, have scratched their backs for each other and screwed everybody else? If you believe that, and our polling has shown that 89% of people agree with that statement, if Trump makes it about that, he can win this election, and he can win it big.
All right. So, Pat, here's what's interesting about that. People say that the economy, once again, is front and foremost. They had been saying maybe national security, but after the jobs numbers last week, 160,000 created last month, they're refocused, as I understand it, on the economy. So then it is, who can sell rigged system better than Donald Trump?
Well, that's exactly the point. We have a revolt going on in both parties. The American people, to pick up what John said, where we have 89% of the people who believe it's rigged. We have the biggest issue tied with the economy, sometimes exceeding it, being corruption, the word that's never talked about. You can see what Trump did with the rigging of the Republican primaries after, or the rules after Wisconsin, and how he drove that into majority in 60% territory. Country is virulently against so many things. They think we're weak defense-wise. They think the economy, they're being screwed, and it's getting worse. Everything points to wanting an election of real change that's anti-establishment. Hillary Clinton is the establishment candidate, and she is the no-change candidate. Trump's problem is he too much change and irresponsible change? And that's where it will be. But I'll guarantee you, if this election ends up being on the basis of what the people believe, Hillary Clinton better worry. These phony polls, like ORC's, which show only 5% undecided, you got to stop and say, what kind of polling is this? What a fraud. You and I know, if you look at polls and offer people a choice, a quarter of the electorate is either wants a third party or said they won't vote.
John,
that is hardly a stable election.
To piggyback on Pat, she is the personification of the status quo, the rigged game, the foundation, the money, the speaking fees, all of it. It reeks of insiderism in a year when the outsider is the big thing. Everything Pat said about Trump is correct, and we know that we've said this for weeks. The Donald needs to get off of some of the negative stuff, focus on what I just mentioned, the big
Well, this
picture.
is negative, too, but it's just not about her.
Harris, we need to get this fair and balanced.
Oh, please.
Look, the Republican Party is hopelessly divided. You have two former presidents, the Speaker of the House, a couple of key
Can I just point out, though, that the Republicans now have got one candidate. How many do you have in your party?
Well,
yeah, you have two. The answer's two.
Well, hold. Harris, give me a chance here. There may be another Republican running. Mitt Romney was approached.
Yeah, but that wouldn't be with the Republican Party.
But he would be running as a Republican.
Getting, I don't know, looked at for a third party. I don't even know how solid that is.
Deal. No, that is, and it's Doug's point of how riven the Republican Party is, that they are seriously looking at running a third candidate just to ruin Trump in a general election.
All right, I want to ask our producers real quickly. Do we have time for the Trump on Clinton soundbite? Can we run that real quick? Okay, let's watch.
She's married to a man who hurt many women. He was impeached for lying about what happened with a woman. And she's going to take ads about little Donald Trump? I don't know. I don't think so. Okay? I don't think so. And Hillary was an enabler, and she treated these women horribly. Just remember this. And some of those women were destroyed not by him, but by the way that Hillary Clinton treated them after everything went down.
Doug, status quo, rigged games, as you said, in the economy, John. That's not where this is, but could this work against Hillary Clinton?
You know, I don't think it will. Look, I worked for Bill Clinton during the Lewinsky scandal. He left office with the highest level of approval he ever had when that happened. Secretary Clinton was not an enabler of this. She was somebody who offered an occasional commentary.
You don't really believe
I do,
that.
in fact, Pat. I believe it with all my heart and soul. And look, Donald Trump has as high a negative as any presidential candidate has, and all this will do is drive the negative higher.
I'm going to go back to you, Pat.
Well, I just want to say, if anyone doesn't believe that she was an enabler, I would like to sell them a bridge in New York, particularly one going to Brooklyn. I mean, really, she went after, she was part of the whole orchestration against Catherine Willey, against the woman that accused Bill of raping her, all of that stuff. Let's not pretend. But more importantly, politically, Hillary Clinton has thrown everything that Bill Clinton did under the bus. Oh, except for the economy. Then she wants to claim credit. Look, this election. Let me finish, John, please. This election, her favorabilities or unfavorables are as high as his, almost as high as Trump's. And the other problem she's got is all this other stuff coming. And she's got a race with a candidate who has real commitment. As I said before, and let me just say this, the conventional wisdom was stupid. We were right all along. The conventional wisdom today, which is all these people in the media, I'm just shocked at how ignorant they are saying,
all right, Pat, I got to step in.
The Electoral College is not a lock
They're playing your soundtrack, which means we have to take a quick break.